Welcome back guys. This is Ashwin here. In this video, we're going to solve the problem balanced brackets. A bracket is considered to be any one of the following characters: open bracket, curly braces, and square brackets. Two brackets are considered to be a matched pair if an opening bracket occurs to the left of a closing bracket of the exact same type. There are three types of matched pairs of brackets, that is, these three. A matching pair of brackets is not balanced if the set of brackets it encloses are not matched. This is an example. Curly braces is matched and this square braces and open brackets is mismatched. Is not balanced because the contents in between curly braces are not balanced. The pair of square brackets encloses a single unbalancing opening bracket and a pair of parentheses encloses a single unbalanced closing square bracket. By this logic, we say a sequence of brackets is balanced if the following conditions are met. It contains no unmatched brackets. Like this, it should not contain no unmatched brackets. The subset of brackets enclosed within the confines of a matched pair of brackets is also a matched pair of brackets. Given n string of brackets, determine whether each sequence of brackets is balanced. If a string is balanced, return yes, otherwise return no. So for this problem, we are going to use a stack in order to check the brackets is balanced or not. At the end of the problem, if the stack has some brackets means it's not balanced. If the stack is empty means it is balanced, so we will return yes. I'll tell you the whole logic while coding the problem. Okay, let's see the constraints. Here n can go up to 10 to the power of 3. That is the number of cases we are going to check. And next, S contains the list of brackets that can go up to 10 to the power of 3. All the characters in the sequences are curly braces, open bracket, and close brackets. We can initialize the brackets in a dictionary in order to check the open bracket and the closing bracket. Let's see an example. Here we have three cases. In the first case, we have a curly braces, square bracket, and opening bracket. Correspondingly, there is a closing bracket in that order itself. So we will return yes. In the second one, curly braces is fine. For the square brackets, it's ending with open brackets. So it is not balanced and the type of brackets are wrong. So we will return no. And the third one is two curly brackets, two square brackets, two open brackets. And all the closing brackets are all in the same order. So we will return yes. These are the same explanation that I have given now. So for this problem logic, we will initialize a stack, and in the stack, whenever we see an opening bracket, we will push that bracket into the stack. And whenever we see a closing bracket, we will compare it with the top of the stack. If both the brackets are same type means, we will pop the opening bracket from the stack and move on to the next bracket. Like this, the operation goes on until the stack is empty. If the stack is empty at the end of the string means we will return yes, otherwise we will return no. That is the simple logic for this problem. Let's solve it now. First, we will initialize stack. Stack equals an empty list. Next, we will create a dictionary for brackets. So bracket equals a dictionary. In this dictionary, I'm going to create opening brackets as a key and closing brackets as a value. Let's create it quickly. This is for curly braces. This is for open brackets. And the last one is square brackets. So we have created a dictionary consist of opening and closing brackets. We will use this dictionary while checking the case. Now let's move on to the next step. We will iterate each character from the string for character in string, that is yes, if char in the three opening brackets. Now the second one, and the third one. If the character is any of the opening bracket means we will directly push the element into the stack. So stack dot append character. So it will push the opening brackets directly into the stack. If it's not the opening bracket means it will be a closing bracket. So that's the else part. In this, we will check whether the stack is empty or not. If stack, if some brackets is present inside the stack, we will pop the top of the stack. So top equals stack dot pop. It will return the top element of the stack. Now we need to check whether the top is equal to the closing bracket. If bracket of top equals char, bracket of top will give the corresponding closing bracket. If the closing bracket is equal to the character means we can move to the next step. But for here, I will use not equals. If the bracket is not equal to the corresponding closing bracket means we will return no. Return no. Else it will go on to the next step. Again, in the else part, if we don't have any elements in the stack, but we have some closing brackets means the bracket is not balanced. So we will return no for that also. Return no. This is if brackets are present this is for stack is empty. The operations will continue until it reaches the end of the string. When it reaches the end, we will return no if stack else yes. I'm using a single line if condition. If some elements are present in the stack, we will return no. That means it's not a balanced brackets. If there is no elements in the stack means it will return yes. So that's the end of the logic for our problem. First, I'm going to initialize an empty list for the stack and create a bracket dictionary to check for the corresponding closing brackets of that particular tab. After that, I'm going to iterate each character from the string. And if the character is an opening bracket, we will append that character directly into the stack. If it's a closing bracket, we will check whether the stack has some elements or not. If it has some elements means we will pop the top character and check if it's corresponding to the closing bracket. If it matches means it will go to the next iteration. If it satisfies the condition, it will directly return no because the brackets are not matched. And in the else part, if the stack is empty and we have additional one bracket means we will return directly no. After the entire operation is completed from the loop, finally we will check whether the stack has some elements. If it has some elements, we will return no. If it's empty, we will directly return yes. Okay, let's run the code now. It passed the sample test case. Let's submit it. Yeah, we solved the problem. If this video is helpful to you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel for future videos. See you guys with a new problem.